uh, topics. These are the topics in which I am going to launch a knowledge management course to help people, individuals who would like to subscribe or take subscription for the course, and they can understand the methodology of knowledge transfer in a among people, or when they are also working individually, or among a group of people. So what is the concept of knowledge transfer? The concept of knowledge transfer is this, that suppose there are some individuals who are lined up and who are sitting in a circle. Now these individuals are there to give and take something. What is the give and take? The give and take is about their problems, solutions to those problems, and they are in that particular circle to share their issues and try to get a solution or a workable idea, that can workable roadmap which can help them proceed to the outcome. In knowledge transfer, what happens is that the people are given a document to write their issue. So each of them, they write their issue on the paper, and once they have written their issue on the paper, that thing is then circulated among the, I mean, this one gives his issue to this person, this one gives to him, and this one gives his her issue to this. So it is a encircling of the problems and issues faced by these team members. Now what happens is that they are engaging in a type of a conversation in which the issues or real life issues are in front of them. Now they have to, obviously these issues are not related to personal life, they are related to their organizational occupational issues, and these issues are affecting their performance, and it is affecting their future also in the organization. So the concept of knowledge transfer involves two dimensions. One is how well you are occupationally occupied, how much you are into the things, scheme of things, and secondly the level of engagement in that occupation is proportional to the level of your embeddedness in that occupation. So the thing is like this, that you are as much involved in the process as much is your engagement with that process, and that will determine whether and to what extent you are ready to share your skills, your understanding, your experience. For example, the knowledge required to be the kind of discussion that is going on. For example, it is related to something which is affecting your performance. So you circulated your issue to the other people and they read it. Now, how do they reciprocate on that? They will also try to show similar kind of situations that has happened in their life, what they have done in those situations, what was their reaction to that situation, and when they reciprocated themselves in those situations which they were facing, what all results that they get. So you also get to know how they dealt with in this kind of situations, whatever they are discussing. In this way, what happens is that you are getting acquainted with other people's scope of things, the way they handle their issues, and now they are giving it back to you in the form of a series of information, reciprocating back to you in the form of some kind of dialogue conversation among you people. So when you are listening to all these things, you are basically trying to formulate a series of steps that that can help you progress in your situation. So that thing is that stepwise this processing of the information which is going on in your mind is a part of this knowledge transfer concept that is happening. So that knowledge transfer this is the beginning. So once you have gone through their version of the things, once you have gone through their version of the things, then what happens is that you are now kind of aware about different 4 to 5 different versions of the same situation which have happened with many others also, and what was the outcome of their actions. So this is only a part of the initiation of the knowledge transfer process. Now in knowledge transfer, what happens is that a person has gone through a particular situation. He did some actions. Those actions are related to his frame of mind and his reactions to the environment, physical environment around him in whatever way he or she could do. You heard it. You also understood in what manner and why they did it. So now what happens is that in knowledge transfer, you are now trying to get that thing in a way that you can also be able to come out of this situation or be able to reciprocate to the situation which gives positive outcome. So for that you are constantly coming in and going out of the frame of things in your conversations, silent conversations in your mind. So when this is happening, the concept of reflexivity is reflexivity of information is happening, and in this reflexive mode of things where you are visiting back and forth certain instances which you have just now heard or collected information and trying to fit in with your scheme of things. In this reflexivity, you are slowly but steadily developing a cognition about or your cognition about cognition about this instance, which is the basis for your this participation in the activity. The cognition is your that tacit knowledge which will help you now to address this kind of issue by way of articulation by way of articulation of your skills. The skills are those information. The skills are your ability to proceed in a manner which is conducive to the situation at hand. So when you have developed the cognition, the cognitive ability to exactly understand what is required through the reflexivity of action, reflexivity of mind, so that time you have developed a perspective, and this perspective is affecting your changing environment. So how will this help? This knowledge transfer and perspective will help in this way, that you will like to then bring in related changes in your, because cognition has already taken place, you are having now a concretized perspective, you will like to not reciprocate in the same way again or in a similar situation in the coming time. The behavioral process of articulating the things or the skills to form to avoid or when you are trying to go through that situation, bring a positive or concrete outcome in this phase, that thing will get more strong, it will become more permanent. So you can see that because of the perspective getting impacted, now it is affecting the way your behavior is slowly but steadily focusing on these things, and it is forming a concept in your mind that in similar or close situations, if I am there or anybody else is also around you, then you will like to apply that skills, because through the cognition you will get the articulation of the skills, and since you have already developed the perspective, immediately you can perform better through this kind of a impactful behavioral process, or impactful behavioral showing impactful behavior then and there itself, such that it will create a conducive outcome that will be favorable to you or to the immediate environment and the people in that environment. So this is a kind of a knowledge transfer which has caused some behavioral change in you, that is the cognition, and through which you are having a perspective change in your behavioral outcome. In this way, I am trying to teach several concepts related to knowledge transfer, related to codification of the collective knowledge, documentation, coding of knowledge area allocation, creating concepts related to a particular area section. So in this course I am going to talk about all these things. Those who want to enroll in this course, they can fill up the Google form and send their inquiry, and I will reply back to them regarding the structure of the entire course. and how it can benefit their work, it can benefit their